I got a beautiful mirror for free, but I soon realized why the owner wanted it gone. I was strolling the flea market. A month ago, I moved into my new apartment. It was small, but cozy. I needed lots of furniture and had been searching local flea markets and online sites for weeks. I was still missing a sofa, a night table, and a mirror for my bathroom. I looked at the items offered by both retailers and people from my neighborhood. Gold watches, cameras, lamps, desks and more. Every time I saw something that I liked, there was something wrong with it. A sofa with claw marks from pets everywhere, a night table with only 3 legs that cost more than if I would buy it new, old cabinets that have been painted in awful colors. Then, after wandering through the endless rows of used items, I saw it. A beautiful, but simple mirror offered as the only item on the table of a young man. He did not sell anything else, only the mirror. It had a stunning, antique frame around it, something you would expect in an old palace. I have a thing for antique furniture. My friends often joked that my new apartment would look like someone's grandfather chose the furniture. I looked at the price tag. For free, it said. A mirror like this would get sold for a small fortune at every auction. I inspected it, but could not find any damage or other factors that would justify giving it away for free, so I immediately took it. The man looked at me like he felt guilty giving me the mirror, so I double-checked it again after bringing it home, but it was perfect. The first few days, I really enjoyed looking at myself in the mirror every morning. Due to the beautiful frame, it felt like I was an artwork worthy to be admired. I even thought about putting my signature in the bottom right of the mirror as a joke, like it was a painting. I showed the mirror to my friends, and they were in awe at its beauty, even though they still teased me about my home decor style. But after the first few days, something felt off. Every time I looked at the mirror, it seemed like my reflection was slightly delayed, almost unnoticeable. Sometimes my fingers moved slightly differently, like they were trying to go in a different direction, similar to a bad connection in a video game. I did not think about it much. I told myself that maybe it was connected to my migraine, and my brain was playing tricks on me while having strong headaches. Every morning, I was paying closer attention to my reflection. Sometimes it seemed like my own eyes didn't meet my gaze. Other times my body was outside of the mirror. What had been my reflection before was now a man in his 30s looking at me. He tilted his head. I did too. I had no control over my body. I do everything the man outside the mirror did. He gave me a sad smile and said, "I'm sorry." He grabbed the mirror and carried it outside, all while I was horrified and claustrophobic, having no choice but to mirror his every move. He placed the mirror on the sidewalk with a note, "For free." The next hour or so I often saw passerbys walking by, looking at the mirror, fixing their hair. They did not see me in the mirror, they saw themselves. I tried to tell my brain to more independently, but I only moved when they did. I was imprisoned in a sheet of glass, unsure if I could ever escape. After what felt like an eternity, a young man saw the mirror, looked it up and down, and grabbed it. He carried the mirror 2 streets further east and into a small apartment. He seemed to like the mirror a lot and placed it inside his bedroom next to a wardrobe. I tried to scream for help, but I could not move a single muscle. I only moved to mirror his body. Over the next days, I watched him try on his outfits, admire himself in the mirror, and fix his hair. I watched his entire daily routine, trapped inside this glass prison. Then, after weeks, when he was trying on a small earring with a glass diamond, I managed to move my finger. It was almost unnoticeable, but I did it. The new owner of the mirror noticed it, blinked a few times, and shrugged. He seemed to think that he imagined it. A wave of happiness flowed through my body. Maybe I could finally escape. Over the next few days, I managed to move more parts of my body, always forced to mirror his movements, but always slightly different. He seemed more concerned and confused every time I did it, and one day, the thrill of being able to move again became too big to contain. I smiled. My facial muscles started to obey me again. My smile widened, almost going from ear to ear. The man looked at the mirror, terrified. In his eyes I saw true fear. He ran out of the room. After he was gone, I noticed that with my facial muscles, most other limbs had started working again. I could move my arms, but when I tried to reach outward, I could only stretch my hands about 30 centimeters outwards, but my head and torso seemed to hit an invisible wall. I was still trapped. It dawned on me that the mirror needed a replacement for me if I wanted to escape. Shortly after, I heard the door. The new owner of the mirror returned. I stopped smiling, mirroring his moves and letting him think that he just imagined my smile in the morning. He came closer, looking slightly nervous, but relieved that his reflection was no longer smiling. 50 centimeters. 40. 30. My right hand shot forward, and I managed to grab his arm. With all strength I had left, I clawed into his arm and pulled him towards me. He screamed, but he did not manage to escape my grasp. I pulled him into the mirror. At the same time, I moved my body outward and broke out of the mirror. We swapped places. I stood outside of the mirror and looked down on my body. I could move freely. I took a step to the right, then to the left. I was finally free. Then it dawned on me. The man. I trapped him inside the mirror. I looked back, saw my own reflection, filled with guilt and shame. "I'm sorry," I whispered. I grabbed the mirror and carried it outside. Using a pen and paper from the man's apartment, I wrote a small note. For free.